All right, let's get a good working understanding of deciders. Let's look at them in real life. So think about the hero you have out there. Maybe it's a celebrity or a business person or somebody that you really like and admire, and they're older, they're cruising through life, they're on their mission. You're like, man, I'd like to be like that person. How are they doing what they're doing? What is driving them? How do they know how to make the right decisions? How are they not shooting themselves in the foot? Using these functions as kind of a map in your own life, knowing that you're going to favor just 2 functions out of 8 functions. You have one savior decider and one savior observer, and that's 6 other parts of the board that you're not naturally looking at. So with the 4 deciders, the FI, the FE, the TI, the TE, how can you make decisions in life that cover all these bases really well? Say you're trying to start a business, say you're trying to get moving in life, you're trying to find a job, you're trying to build a relationship, you're trying to move forward towards that goal of being like the hero that you have in life, right? The first thing that all the people have somehow, some way gone through is they have emotionally valued something personal for themselves. Now, I don't care if they have TI or TE or FE or FI or whatever. Everybody, no matter what type they are, has to have something in their life where they're like, this thing, this mission, this idea, this job, this way of life, this value system, this person I want to be, something is narrowed down to where, yes, they have reasons for it, but it's hitting them emotionally. It's something that they value to their core. Again, it doesn't matter if they have FI or E. It does not matter. So at your core, it's got to be something you really care about, and you care about to your death. Now, if you're 21 years old, 23 years old, and you don't know what that is, that's because you're 23 years old. You haven't gone out in life and figured out what you're willing to kill for, what you're willing to die for. You've just been hanging out at your parents' house for 23 years. You don't have a life. You got to get out there, get beat up, and then you'll start to see what side is up, you know? So that comes with time, and that time comes with throwing yourself out there and getting the experience. So you finally find something that you really value, you really are passionate about. You want to get revenge on something almost. Like we're talking like deep, aggressive emotions and values. This is what's powering people that are out there killing it. Then from there, you got to before you get ahead of yourself, you got to go, okay, does this FE make sense to the tribe? Because if you value something that is so weird and so personal and so disconnected from 99% of the population out there, yes, it may work for you. And yes, you may build a following of people that follow you, but you also might be such a goddamn weirdo that the rest of the tribe just kills you off. Because whatever it is that you're passionate about, your value about, there's no market. It's already been done a million times. Everybody can do it better than you. You actually kind of suck. You really like it, but it doesn't matter. You know, you're now fighting the universe in a very extreme way. So it's like there's a balance of like, you don't want to tell some kid, hey, Johnny, you're never going to make it. You suck. You can never meet your goals. You got to pick something that is a little bit more real and realistic, even though at the same time on the spectrum, you want to make something that's unrealistic. You know, so you gotta be responsible to deal with that balance. So the FE helps you kind of find, am I passionate about something? Am I focusing on something that the rest of the tribe would actually accept? You're responsible to know that. Now, people that have Savior FE are very aware of that. They're very aware of what they value, what they like, what they think is important, that the rest of the tribe, once they get out there, will accept it because they're tracking what the tribe values and accepts and likes, right? So I hope that kind of makes sense. We can go over that over time. The next thing now is you got to make sure you have your TI. What are your reasons for this? Oh, well, I value this, and it's something I really like. It's very important to me, and I see that the rest of the tribe also likes it, and they accept it, so I got a great goal here. I got a great mission. I'll just do that. Great. Are you stupid? Do you have good reasons? Does it work for you? Is it logical? Can you put it together and take it apart? Does it actually work? Is it built on something that people can understand? What is the TI of it? And then from there, you're still not done because now it's got to work for some guy in China 100 years from now. So we need this to work across the spectrum, different races, different places, different times. The thing that I'm always doing, this is just like thinking TE wise, whenever I'm working on a business project or whatever it may be, I'm always asking this question. Ready? Here's my personal TE question. Can my one-eyed, drunk, texting grandma work this while she's driving down the freeway? If the answer is no, then it's not TE going to work. So many people don't put in the TE on their products. Think about some of the electronics you've bought or gadgets or household. You're like, oh my God, the instructions are ridiculous. How am I supposed to figure this out? This is so insane. Because some asshole that designed it, it worked for him. It worked in his lab. It worked for his TI. He's not thinking about you. He's not caring about your situation that, hey, I'm in a hurry. I can't put my full focus into this. I already broke it. I only got a minute. How the hell does this work? Right? So you've got to be thinking, how can I make this thing so simple and so silly practical that it can work for anybody, anywhere, under any circumstance, all the time, without any exception. And so depending on who you are, we're all going to have really hard struggles on 3 out of 4 of those deciders, because you only have one savior decider. You're either going to be really excited about what you like, or your reasons, or the tribe's reasons, or the tribe values, and then leaving voids on all the other ones along the way. This function stuff has helped me a lot over the years with personal growth, with chores, with business, with everything else, because I'll literally write this out. I mean, I've got this memorized now, and so I make sure that I'm going through when I'm working on a new project. Okay, do I really like this? I find half the time I don't like what I'm working on, so I'm constantly sabotaging. I got to get my goddamn FI on board. Is this going to be something that other people like? Oh shit, no, they're not. Well, then why the hell am I working on this? So I have to like wrestle with that and answer that, and doing it consciously, like, god damn, it saves you so much time when you realize, oh, I'm skipping FI, I'm skipping FE, I'm skipping TI. So using these functions, draw them out, write them out, and then make sure you go through that process. The last thing is, while you're watching your heroes, watching people you really like and admire, notice that they have, no matter what type they are, doesn't matter what type they are, somehow, some way, they have all these aspects in their life. They're really passionate about it, FI. They've gotten other people to like it, FE. They know this thing inside and out, TI, and it works for other people all around the world, TE. So kind of taking apart these life lessons of how other people are doing it, kind of looking at these little parts, these little functions, becomes very practical and therefore attainable if you write it out and then chip away and work on it.